My wife and I are raising our baby daughter in my grandparents' home. And when I think about the connection that she'll have to our family through this house is the same that my sister and I had playing in the front yard. It means so much to me for our family and for the generations to come. I'm State Representative John Busey, and I'm running to continue to serve House District 136 as we fight to make Texas as good as its promise. My grandparents were two of the real role models in my life, and they both passed away in the last 2 years. And sadly, my grandfather didn't get to see me be sworn in as state legislator, which would have mattered to him more than anybody else. Even though he was a Republican and I was a Democrat, it doesn't matter what your political background is. To be a good Texan means to look out for one another, to prioritize helping out our neighbors, helping out our family, and helping out all of the fellow Texans in need. When the pandemic first struck, we put together a food program. We had over 100 people in the community sign up to volunteer. That grew to nearly 200 people in that first week. Republican leaders, Democratic leaders, local leaders have stepped up together to make sure that political differences do not get in the way of us taking care of the essential role of being a public leader, but being a fellow Texan. And that is a spirit that we must continue at the Capitol and the State House. We can't just wait for a crisis. We need to think about this on the Texas House floor. It's how do we prioritize our fellow Texas neighbors? When I think about the Texas I want my baby girl to grow up in, I see a Texas where all of our children can get a great education and be safe from gun violence, where all of us have access to health care. It's why I fight for Medicaid expansion as my top issue. I'm State Representative John Busey, and I'm running for re-election because our work for a better Texas is not done.